This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brahma Lopio. Now to men, how do you tell that a woman is just after using you as they wait for their Mr. Right? Well, today you are sorted. Hello, Benjamin.
Hello, and we said, don't always be happy when a woman agrees to go on a date with you.
All right.
Don't start fantasizing marriage. Sometimes they agree to a date because they had no plan. They're bored.
Yeah.
They want, some of them are very adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see that new restaurant.
Yeah.
Some just want the meal. And others just enjoy the attention. They calculate, what do I stand to lose? Some could be in a committed relationship. Some people are that weird.
Yeah.
Brother, don't take it seriously. Because a girl agreed to go on a coffee with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has taken you a lot of preparation and tension to request. Okay, would you be available one of these days, do coffee? Oh, why not? Tell me when people agree quickly, be careful. You know, you imagine it's because she has been waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
No, the evenings are boring.
Yeah.
You say, oh, there's a good coffee. What about, then you go to McDonald's, someplace. And you're talking and you know, and only to realize, yeah, I'm taken. So what are we doing here? You even start fearing for your life. What if the boyfriend shows up with a gun? You know? And it's to say, don't go too far in your imaginations about meetups. Or when she agrees to talk on the phone with you for 2 hours.
Yeah.
With all these sweet conversations. You could just be entertaining and our relationship is boring. You are a welcome distraction. Maybe they're not even in talking terms. And you just call and you keep calling. The first sign that a woman is, because the worst thing for a man is to to invest and get conned.
Yeah.
The first sign is when she's open for interactions but avoidant of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men think because she's accepting my vibes,
Yeah.
my gifts, my advances, that she's ready for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remind you, a lot of women have nothing to lose by accepting your advances. They even sang a song. They said, Jarozao Manufa. When men are pursuing me, I benefit. They send gift, free airtime, free praise, poems. Somebody writing you poems? Who doesn't want flowers? Free lunch? Or today let me buy you an Uber. Uber, two, The women don't live like that.
Yeah.
You're not the only hunter in the jungle. And some of these hunted have a lot of hunters doing an overkill.
Yes.
So you join the pack. You know, you've seen one dog with 20. So be careful. Sometimes you are throwing advances on top of what your 5 other colleagues are doing. Actually, is that what you want for your life? No. So if a woman is accepting your airtime, your calls, fees, but she refuses physical meeting, okay, brother, take a number and join the queue. You know that we take at the bank?
Yes.
Ticket number 174C. So please take a ticket.
Take a number and wait.
So it's very insincere. We are not validating that behavior by women.
Mm-hmm.
We're just explaining why it exists. I'm giving you a diagnosis. When a doctor gives you a diagnosis, they're not validating, saying the virus is good.
Yeah.
They're describing your situation.
Mm.
So there are women who enjoy being pursued.
Yeah.
But because they did not ask, even the day you say, so you have been eating me, did I ask you to send the money? What will you say? You know, you say you've been used.
Yeah.
Who asked you to send? You enjoy it. So you said, a woman like me should not work. Some men go so far as to pay the rent. Rent is a stress. Who does not want free rent? Some of the stressors in this life is what? Honestly, it's a cost of living that is a headache. Most people, Brahman, will be happy if you pay their rent. Honestly. My rent, how can a queen like you? I mean, not when I'm alive. Over my dead body, then 25,000. Thinking now you're scored. And she says such a, oh, you're so sweet, oh my God, thank you. That's your reward. That thank you is worth 25. How much? Surely, how much money are you spending to win a thank you? So, please don't pay rent, okay? Yes. Don't do the shopping for the month. Is there a supermarket around here? One day, when I was naive in the university, I dared to walk into, ask a girl to accompany me to the university, to the supermarket, and just wanted to buy one bar of soap. Mm-hmm. Oh, my budget and my plan was what? One bar. She automatically picks a shopping basket. Automatically. And then you are not careful. Yes. Do you know that basket got so full? I had to call Johnny and you guys to boost me to get out of the situation. No relationship, no nothing. Just say we are walking to town. Yes. Oh, can you? And then you have this pleaser. A lot of men are pleaser to women. Exactly. They're not people pleasers, they're woman pleasers. Mm-hmm. There's such a specific category. To men, he is not wasteful of his money, but with women, he can't say no. Yeah. So, and she does not force you. You know, that's the funny thing with women. Mm-hmm. She was not demanding. She was just saying, oh my God, look at soap holder, then another, small things. So, oh my God, this is so nice, and I don't have one in my house. Mm. What do you answer? My brother, she has seen a very good cooking stick and she does not have a cooking stick. And you are the one around. You're not being forced. But what situation have you been put in? Remember, you are not a boyfriend. Okay, you are an aspiring teen. When you are an aspirant, they tend to give you informal interviews to prove why you should be taken up the rank. So, supermarket, that day was my horrible, bad day. I got into debt until my next 1 month. Oh, my allowances from home, I can't use it, I'm paying. And I learned, a lot of men, we go too far. Yeah. We give too much. In fact, I told you the other day, it's not that sometimes women are materialistic, we converted them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Into that by showing that that's what being with me means. Yeah. Okay, there's another kind that says if you want to get an honest one, be stingy. The stinginess, generosity is part of it, but your generosity should be measured, mm-hmm. and you should accompany it with the testing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you let her do what she wants to see what she can do. Yeah. One lady asked for a whole chicken and she only ate a piece or two. Then she's washing her hands on top of the rest. And the guy excused himself, paid his bill, disappeared, and she was stranded there. He was wise. He was watching how she behaved. Yeah. Wasteful. If she's accepting your advances but not accepting to move any step forward, mm-hmm. that is the first alarm. And even if you have fallen in love, it's very bad to fall in love you alone, with a lot of fantasies. Mm. So, Brahma, we are saying the problem with most men is we are being taught how to pursue women, how to fall in love, but we are not being taught how to fall out of love. Yeah. And why. Mm-hmm. Circumstances under which you should walk out. Exactly. It looks like you are giving up. Yeah. Now it's like you can't get what you want. The one thing you shall do as a man is when you see mixed signals, today on, tomorrow off, very warm, very receptive, but suddenly cold, unavailable, then want. And many women have taken that time to just go online, pretending they have a situation. Mm-hmm. And they have a very attractive profile photo there. Some of them, you wonder, is it a woman or just a con man who took a pretty woman's? Some even pretend we have a funeral. Mm-hmm. We had this, we had this. If they see that you can chat, they ask for small money, 500, 300. They stand to lose nothing. Yeah. That's like they have worked for a day for free. Pretend like they have this situation. And, They can even have a photo or two of a beautiful woman. And that's me, and all that to give you, to excite you and give you hopes that you can help here and there. Now, if you show up dating and searching, and you are this man who's looking for something serious, and you don't know that we have women who are just shallow, they just want to eat what you have. They pretend like they're interested, You have this phenomenon of eating fair. She pretends she's willing to come to you, of course, promise of sex. If you send what? Bus fare. Yeah. It's just a way to get money from you.
Yeah.
And she blocks, disappears, and it has become a phenomenon where, a case in court where fraudulent obtaining money by pretenses. It's to say, sometimes when you see reluctance in dating, Brahma, if you're a man with a future, don't negotiate for sex. Don't, because many of them you only need to touch them once, and they have planted their foot in your life. She could be sleeping with many other people there, but she pretends like you are the one who is using her, and she deserves unspecified amount of compensation for using her. And she can decide that she has a baby for you, or many of them lie that she's pregnant. She makes you believe it. Now she starts falling sick because she's carrying a baby. You will send money, and there's nothing. How will you confirm?
It's difficult.
Men have been exploited, taken advantage of because of ignorance around the sex area. Because early on, the culture in high school, in college, was like it's men who pursue, the boys who pursue the girls. Later on, you differentiate yourself by building a life, a future, a dream, by being sincere, by being honest, by being a man of your word. You think that's how all men are? No. So you show up to dating with naivety, thinking men are like you. This girl quickly notices Bramwell is a solid man. If I can get him hooked, he can pay. You are going to be working for two people. So you come to work very early, somebody else is still sleeping, and you're working for two people. Indefinite amount of punishment. And that thing of pregnancy, and by the time you say let's go test, so you don't trust me, so you're just this, and because she knows you don't have that energy. Be careful. Do not go that direction. Once you become a man with a future, your future is at stake. The moment you don't have discipline, you'll be held back. Many men have children today, and they're saying they're not sure whether that's his child. But because he touched that woman, she leveraged on that to exploit you for years. Sometimes it's even two of you who are paying for that one child. Not every woman is going to school working hard, developing skills to earn. Others took another route. They look for the man who has done all that. And I told you to be careful when a woman has invested too much in looking good. It's okay that a lady has packaged herself, she's cleaned up, and she has a standard. But others, that's not just a look. It's their career. My brother. When you see too much investment on the container, my brother, perhaps you are the content. You are the target. That woman is empty, and she's hoping to sway you to get involved with her so she can attach a hook on you. Big fish. How come a lot of men who come up to become leaders in society have a baby daddy somewhere, a baby mama somewhere? Somebody noticed, and he himself thought it's just about sex. The cheapest thing to buy when you have money is sex. And the cheapest thing to sell your destiny for is sex. Some of these women, for you it's a big thing. You think you're being special because she came to your house. She'll be going to houses for free. If you come from that mentality that she has a dignity and a class like you, you're going to treat her to a false standard. Remember the incident where the guy approaches a lady, likes her so much, then he sets the rules. No sex before marriage. We are going to my home. We go to pastor. She says yes. You have just bargained yourself to a very high price for nothing. This girl doesn't value celibacy or anything, but she saw a quality man who brought himself. She agrees, and then she continues cheating, doing her things, and you swindle yourself. The thing is to say, when you see a woman who is giving you hot and cold, on and off, learn to take mixed signals as a no.
Okay.
Learn to take mixed signals. And another thing to be aware of is what a woman says early on. Before you go too far, she's usually honest. You should be careful when a woman changes her opinion about you after learning you have a car, you have this good job, this good house. And there's a place for a woman learning you. Nobody wants to marry a man who has no development, who has not developed his life. It's not materialism for a woman to make sure that you have some capacity for financial provision. Who wants to be yoked with a man who cannot provide? It means she's going to play the man. It's a very terrible position. So it's okay for a woman to say no when she's trying to learn you, or say wait, or not commit when she's trying to learn you. And she realizes you're an organized man. Now she can accept to go further with you. But it's a different thing when a woman has rejected you with disdain, with disrespect, despised you, only to realize that you have these financial assets, and she turns around. And she's coming, all this, you can see it's all about the money. It's not about who you are now. Again, it's a balance. Serious women don't want a man who's empty. It means you're not ready to carry the weight of family. Money is needed for love to work, for life to work, for us to grow together. You need money, and you need the capacity to earn it. But the materialistic woman does not have that class of life she's asking for herself. A serious woman has a life going on. She's not marrying you for your money, but she cannot marry you when you're empty, and then you have to eat on her. You have to feed on her. No. She wants to make sure you have the capacity to play the role of a husband. You have the capacity. But the materialistic woman is empty herself. Or she's living a fake life. Or she just wants what she can get from you. Does not have character. She's not even checking your character. Now she stops checking anything just because you have money. That's dishonesty. So we are saying the moment you notice that she flips around so quickly and she doesn't want to know anything about you, now she's available for anything. That's another version of selling, just wanting what you have. Her attention, you buy it at a very high price when she's not even actually improving your life. Another sign that she's using you while waiting for the one is when she gives you crumbs. Crumbs are quite related, but they're not the same. Crumbs are small, too small to satisfy you, but enough to keep you coming, to keep you longing. You can only call her at 9 p.m. every day. Not during daytime, not anytime. You have a few minutes of her time. Why? Because she's busy with the main person. Or she's busy searching for the main person. Some women are not keeping you around for their attention. They're keeping you around for fearing that if they release you, they may not get somebody better.
Exactly.
She's unsure about you, but the language they use. This is really a batch eco. This is only batch that is there. And so selfish that she cannot say, I just don't feel it. You should respect a woman who says she doesn't feel it. You should not take it as a challenge. You should not try to convince her more. That's sincerity to save your time. It's disappointing, but it helps. You don't want a seller who keeps promising you and they don't. Then they keep you traveling so far, investing, only to realize they did not have it. It's disappointing to tell the truth, but the truth is also liberating. Now I don't invest there anymore. To say, crumbs are, yes, she'll meet you. Yes, she'll give you attention. Yes, but she holds back so much. You're the one who does 90% of the conversation, 90% of the planning, 90% of the investing, of moving forward, 90% of everything. She holds back, she's available, not available, you're working so hard. You realize it's a very tilted relationship. Do you know the psychology of scarcity? When people make themselves scarce, they make you try harder. Some guys who make cars called McLaren, they only produce this number. to sell on the rare class thing. You pay more because this car is very hard to find. They make a particular number only, like the Beetle. It's not a special car, but they want to make you stand out. And all of that, even bats in that country.
Yeah.
You're the only one who has it. That area, you stand out. There are women who make themselves so scarce that you can keep trying. It's very addictive for a man who, especially with testosterone, a man who wants to conquer, wants to achieve things. At the end of the day, what are you doing? You're pursuing somebody who is reluctant. When you find them in another context, they're very happy, in their element, vibrant.
Yeah.
When they're with you, silent, withdrawn, unsure. What is that? Crumbs. They're breadcrumbing you, giving you small to keep you hoping, to keep you coming, to keep you investing, to keep you doing more. The disappointment comes when she has kept you she has been stringing you along for so long, only to realize to come and drop you and pick another person quickly.
Yeah.
You hear they are getting married or they are moving forward. You wonder, what did I not have? Sometimes the reason a woman does not want you has nothing to do with you. It's the chemistry, it's the compatibility, it's a lot of things. And sometimes it's for your good. I want you to look around and see men who married a woman and they have to perform. To this day, he goes out of his way to buy this, buy the other, do the other, fulfill this, defend here. The woman is just laid back, withdrawn. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
And you pity the man. He married a woman who was doing breadcrumbing, giving 10%, 15%. You know, when they make their love so rare, the moment they do something small, it looks larger than life.
Exactly.
There are men who are kept on sex once per blue moon. So they live for that day. And they can remember when it happened last. You know, January 17th.
Yeah.
We're in April. He has been starved and conditioned to live on such a small ration, so small. And because they're manipulative, they only want to get a child with you, to hook you there. Good men are hooked by getting children with the wrong men, with the wrong women.
Amen. Yeah.
Because she knows you'll be stranded there. You will think and calculate, and you will get stuck. When you imagine walking out on your child, when you imagine leaving your child, and she's banking on that. She's banking on the fact that when there's your child, you want to leave. So the moment you realize you're getting too little attention, another form of brain cramping is she's with you physically, but not emotionally.
Yeah.
When a woman is in her element, she's happy. If your woman is never happy with you, one guy said for the 10 years he has never seen her laugh. How did you marry a person who does not laugh? Brain cramping.
Yeah.
So she comes with you physically where she's just silent there. Where is her energy? It is elsewhere. Then you find her among her gals, she's a different person. Laughing, or even she gets on phone with somebody there laughing, smiling, happy. When she's with you, only physically and not emotionally. Breadcrumbing. You know very well this woman is waiting for the right person.
Yeah.
The last thing we want to discuss is, because a lot of men don't know how to read the insincerity, and I hope many of them are waking up now. Men, we have been very disenfranchised, disadvantaged, because nobody was breaking down the psychology of women. Especially when she's just smiling, giving you those butterflies, and, you know, flirting with you here and there. And I told you, a woman can adopt a tone on the call and hypnotize you, especially when she knows you have a crush on her. The solution, we said the other day, that when she's talking on your phone, that's very unnatural form of conversation. Don't rely on that. She's talking to your ear, and naturally people don't talk to each other.
Yes.
We talk like this.
Yeah.
Don't fall in love until you talk like this. Until you see her personal presence. until you see whether she pays attention. Whether how she occupies the space, how she fits in your space, whether you like that. People can condition, send you photos that are touched up, videos that have effects, phone calls that are too fantastical.
Yeah.
The sound has been improved by electronic device. Then you, because you are unwise, you are calling during watershed hours, bedtime. Night is very emotional. When you're trying to learn a woman, don't call at night. Avoid. Night emotions are over there. Reasoning is down there. You might catch her in the bedroom. Conversation becomes bedroom-like. Now the sexual heat goes up. Now you're discussing, I'm in bed, me too. Sometimes you do video and she's showing, you know, sometimes I saw one on TikTok. She's on towel and occasionally, accidentally, the towel falls a little bit. It is returned. What is glimpse? What are you being shown? They can play games with you. Be careful. During this season, maintain professionalism to keep your, you know, your reason is your friend. It is the facts. But your feelings are supposed to bring excitement and energy, but they can excite you in the wrong direction. So the third sign is when she does not include you in the vision of her future. Imagine, you're very deep, you're talking, you're sharing, but when she describes her future, you're not there.
Yeah.
She doesn't factor you in her dreams, in the things. If her projections of her life in the days to come does not include you, you're not there. And you're not saying that first day you meet, somebody starts to include you in her dreams. No. It's when she has agreed to date you, to build towards marriage. But in her dream of her future, it's all about her. Maybe her child or whatever, but you're not there. Maybe she has a child. The world she has, it's like you're only a prop. It's like you're there for a while. You know, this scaffolding, the ladder they put, and they put netting there. When the building is being constructed, after the construction goes, it is removed. Sometimes men are scaffolding to hold up the construction. And so when you hear that the planning is going on and she's casting her future, sometimes that's very unconscious confession, because it comes in the midst of conversation. Why she was doing this? She was hoping to convert it to this, investing in the other, looking at. And when you listen to the life, you are silently missing in the picture.
Yeah.
And yet here you are talking about, when we do this, we do the other. You've already moved. My brother, sometimes there are women who don't want to get married to anyone. Okay, sometimes they're not rejecting you for somebody else. You don't need to say, because you found another man. Don't be so cheap. There are people who are peddling this idea that if she's not with you, she's another man. Not all women want men.
Yeah.
There's a whole crop of women who just want their life. But they don't mind the joy you bring, the company, somebody to talk to, and they can't tell you the truth. The work of building a marriage sometimes is too much for some women. They don't want it. So they want something that distant. Be careful. And most of women who allow sex just like that.
Yeah.
It's like they are putting you on something to keep you there forever. To keep you there forever. Ambiguous. One reason I want you to date with the purity to the end is to see whether this thing is moving.
Yeah.
When you start stealing the bread, will you know whether it is moving?
No.
And then it creates chemical bonding. You begin to feel like you're intimate, like you're close, like now you know each other, like you're already committed. And then this thing is not going anywhere, but you can't tell because it's like you've already unpacked. Then you're entangled. Many men are caught with a woman who didn't want marriage, and she resists the idea of telling her to grow, control her tongue, stop talking like that, control her feelings. No, she didn't want that. Marriage is a different commitment. Make sure if you're looking for marriage, you are clear. You are shopping for marriage. The moment you start looking like you are just doing things, jumping to bed, intimacy, you will end up with women who just wanted company. Many of them just wanted for as long as it lasts. Then they switch to another one. And she has dragged you on for 3 years, 4 years, disorganized you. Keep your intuition alive by maintaining purity. And when you see that a woman is casting a vision for her life, her future, and you're not there, my brother, just know that she sees you in the present, not in the future. And we are saying condition here is you're not just new to each other in the talking stage. It's when she has agreed to build life with you. Yes.
And I like that, Benjamin. And the other reason as to why men have been placed on a pedestal that we're talking about here in relationships or with this kind of women is because most times As men, we assume that we are always in charge in a relationship. We are always in charge of that woman when you're in a relationship, forgetting that women have power in that relationship.
Because they act passive.
Yeah.
Because they act like they're the weaker, the lesser, the one you need to protect. The method of women is passive aggressive and very dangerous to understand. Because she makes you think you're in charge.
Yeah.
Best way is to imagine the following, that sometimes sly people can use your delusion of control to take you down, to gain power, to blackmail you. And the solution is to always say, if I do not find the stability I expect, the progression I expect, if you're always going back, she's hiding here and there, maybe she's playing games. Remember, sometimes they don't have what you need, but they want what you have.
Exactly.
You have some money, you help them, you think for them, you protect them, but they can't give you the wife you want. But they want what you have. So they keep you around, hoping you are unwise enough to hang around. Brahma, the day you learn to walk out of things that are not working, you'll have gotten the ultimate freedom.
Exactly.
Men have been swindled the 20 years of their life because of staying too long after they saw that the thing was not working. Yes.
And I like that. And the last point you actually emphasized. Now, the problem that most men face is by actually wooing that woman through their hand. And that is why most women keep on revolving or keep hooking these men by the fact of their generosity. They want the thing, not the man.
Yes.
Falling in love with their hand and not their heart.
Sometimes what you put forward is what people fall for. If you put forward what you want, the dreams you have, and you only keep your generosity as an accompaniment, not the main thing.
Right.
Again, sometimes men are love bombing that way to avoid the hard work of winning the woman. They're afraid that she will not accept. Bring forth what you are, the life you're building, the dream you have, the compassion you carry, the sincerity you have. Put that forward and let her interact with that first. If you put the money, the gifts, she might fall in love with that.
Yes.
Again, when you don't show your heart, you also don't study her heart. And if you're just competing on generosity and giving, you may never see the person behind the money.
Yeah.
It's to say, put forward your heart by the vision, the connection, the conversation, the sensitivity, the appreciation. Make sure that is more visible than the gifts. Yes.
Right, men, there you have it. And that is exactly how you differentiate between a woman of substance and a woman who wants the substance in you. Thank you for watching the Benjamin Zulu Global. Till next time.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life,